Hello and welcome to the show. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was coming. I didn't quite get the intro done in time. Started in time. Oh, there's a Chris. It's on fire. Nope, run away. Chris, go away. Blow up Liam, don't blow up me. No. Yes, there we go. Chris exploded and didn't kill me. It's time for some GTA 5 racing. Yes, and naturally there has to be shenanigans at the start. We are doing a little bit more open class racing for this one. Normally we do one-make races or much, I'd say, very tightly controlled groups of cars. But for this one, it was grab something from the coupe category, a bit more open. Don't think anything in this particular category that was crazy. We were going to avoid like anything crazy fast, but just get some varieties. There's Oracles, there's Zion, Windsor Drops, and Lado might have done the jump start there. I think Lado did. No, wait, there's cars further around the track. Cars further around the track staying out of the mayhem, who have, I guess, technically jump-started more. Regardless, we'll all catch up and then they'll be racing. It's the Failrace way that there is nonsense at the start. Oh, okay, so Liam and Gliska. Oh, hey. We wore Hyper as a hat briefly. Oh, we're up onto two wheels through there. That's not so good. I don't quite know what's happened there to the inside, but never mind. Yes, it'd been the suitably chaotic mess of a race start that we all expect from a GTA 5 session. Looks a bit stinty, might lead the way. I think I see an offensive blue car up there. Indeed it is. It could have gone worse for us. It could have gone a lot worse for us, actually. We're going to carry lots of speed through it. So this section, haven't driven this road for a while. Haven't seen it in a track for a while. We're going to split off halfway down. It's a good fun road, though. Interesting elevation changes can catch you out quite badly if you are unlucky. Or we're going to be to the outside of a Stevie down here. I think we're going to have to just kind of coast in around the outside. I'm hoping that we can get that move done, and indeed we do. Just, it's a good pass to move us up into a 5th place. The leaders are not far away. Of course, Stevie is now in the slipstream trail, so he'll be probably right on our bumper by the time we get to straight. Although we can also get some draft off of Chris here in a really awkward place, but we can do that. Not going to be able to find our way past. Probably. Oh, oh. Okay, had to unconnect the cars. Almost got that to work. Just the lightest brush turned the car. So the lightest brush of the rear corner made it turn across into me, and then once it was already sort of turning towards me, then it's just for sort of further contact, just kept the crash going. I got on the brakes soon enough that we could stay out of trouble. I mean, we drive a lot on stunt tracks and almost like full custom circuits. This has got a lot more actual roads to deal with, which means there's a lot more bumps and kind of nastiness than we are perhaps used to having to deal with. And it's narrow. There's no real runoff areas for a few bits of this. Up here is very narrow. Much like with modern race circuits, you know, we drive on lots of GTA tracks that have miles of runoff. If it goes wrong, you're fine. Here, it's a lot less forgiving. There's grass, there's dirt banks, and I'm just waiting and expecting things to go horrifically wrong at some point. A bunch of different cars as well running up at the front, which is what we want to see. There's these F620s, there's Exemplars, there's Stinties in an Oracle, and there was someone in a Felon, Whisker and Danger Man. Got a little bit connected through there. It's okay, they managed to untangle their cars. We're going to get a nice draft down here. Not going to have anywhere to go. We're going to try and do the same move we did on Stevie a lap ago, but it's a little too wide up, although... no, it'll work, because the two Exemplars are determined to bump into one another at every possible opportunity. Oh, we're on the outside. Again, that time we won't get off the corner quite as well. We'll still get off the corner well, though. We're back into the draft once more. The Exemplars are pretty quick, but yeah, when you start banging doors, it's going to get a whole lot slower. Oh, okay. It's 5 wide on the exit there. Yep, Chris snuck past and made it work. We get a really good run down here, though. So when the slipstream pulls the line, it's going to be quite big, especially in a group like this. You wouldn't try to shoot through a gap. Oh, I don't want to be there. That was a real cling on for dear life. Nearly lost the back end at turn 1. Okay, so the finish line is actually quite a long way down there, so slipstream pull is going to be important. It's side by side at really high speed. I didn't know if Stinty was clear or not there. Oh, okay, well, the 6 cars have become 5 as I think Chris's F620 has had it off. And I think we all made it through down there with relative, not ease, but, oh god, without contact at the really high speed stuff. But there's been contact at the slow speed stuff. thankfully, me being further back there was an advantage. We could just sneak our way past and not get caught up in that. Can we go chase after Gliska's Exemplar? That is the question. I mean, we'll have Stinty to work with. It's always helpful. Of course, catch-up will bring us towards Gliska's car a little bit as well. This circuit won't be the most powerful for that, though. There are some fast sections. Oh, we got... I mean, that was a squeeze and a half right there. That was just all... I had nowhere. I gave Stinty all of the room in the world, and it was just a gradual squeeze until there was no more space left. I don't know whether that was a wait for me. Possibly might have been. Either way, we're back past again. The parting of the cars ahead, but 3 wide is not going to help us here. 3 wide is just going to make us slow and allow Gliska to run away even more at the front. It's not what we want at all, but, you know, oh, we can't help but race one another. To an extent, at least. Oh, we're going to get the move on Danger Man. A little bit rude, but ended up sort of... well, we did kind of squeeze to the wall. That was just kind of put a block on where that car was going to be. You might be able to defend from a slipstream run down there if you get it right with some curbs. Oh, Danger Man is going to miss the checkpoint and turn in too soon across there. Danger Man has fallen over as well in a huge crash. Team Orange is starting to reform towards the front, sadly not quite at the very front. Here comes Stinty, maybe with a big toe. Blakey might be... Oh, there we go, look there. That bump is horrible. I just can't seem to catch that Exemplar. Once it's got free, it's just a bit too quick. If we're in the toe, we're all as a group, we're fine. But once it got away, oh, and then we start fighting, we have to try and follow Blakey. If we can stay in the toe of Blakey and we can work a little bit, you know, get that Team Orange going. It's already got too far away. It just didn't... Basically the toe to it, because we got it briefly. I was expecting to stay in it for long enough, but apparently not. We'll fall back into the middle of this group. Hopefully we can slingshot. Oh, Ewan is very brave around the outside there. Jesus, oh, fair play. That is some bravery that went on right there. We'll slingshot on Stinty, and hopefully this can get us to the back of Blakey. Or if not, then me and Stinty can work together to do it, and Ewan as well. We can all stay together. We can maybe catch the Exemplars, or just hope the Exemplars trip over one another. That would also help us out massively. They're just a little bit too quick, aren't they? They are just a smidge too fast for us to do anything about. Me, the Oracle, and the Felon were all pretty close. Oh, that also won't help our case too much. Come on, jump the curve. I haven't really got any other option here. There's no point trying to... now it might be worth going back behind Stinty. That side there seems a lot quicker. But there we go. We are hoping that Blakey catches Gliska and they start fighting. That is what we want. Okay, well, we'll just push Stinty instead, because I couldn't get out the draft in time. Oh, big problems for me. There we go. Blakey is passed for the lead of the race. This might be what is needed. Stinty gets a big twitch going on, and will put us back past again. Have time. I mean, Blakey's got to the lead. Is actually already. Let's say we've already got not a big gap. We need them to start taking funky lines. We need them to slow each other down, and us to not do the same back here. We need to work together, and this is a tough place for teamwork. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but this is a difficult circuit because your overtakes are not easy to do around here, which means they often cost you time, and that's not what you need for the team working. Anything that's slowing you down, I'm actually there a little bit too close to really profit from the slipstream. Yeah, far too close. Ewan's gone, so it is going to be me and Stinty for the last podium spot, as Blakey and Gliska are fighting it side by side. Up ahead, we've overdriven that corner. We might just about get away with it. Where is this Stinty? So, just lost complete sight of where the blue car was, but thankfully they knew where I was and we didn't have a crash. Didn't know I was going to be alongside there, though. Yeah, we've fought each other way too much here, and the Exemplars are going to get a 1-2. We're on the brakes a little bit too early, perhaps, through there. Oh, and I got really bad run off of the corner. No, it's not going to be enough, sadly, for me. I'm not going to be able to do anything about Stinty's car. Yeah, we got a poor run off of the turn there. It's going to be a 4th place. It was a good race. No doubt about it. We had a good fun race. The Exemplars were just a little tiny bit too quick. But we put up a good fight. Yeah, if we could have stayed in the draft, you can do it. But you have to stay. You drop off the draft and you're done for. There we go. Exemplars take a 1st and a 2nd. Stinty gets best of the rest of the Oracle. My F620's fourth ahead of the Sentinel. Then we have a Felon, which is Ewan's Felon up in sixth highest placed of them. The Windsors didn't fare quite so well. Hypers was a hat at one point during this during this race, but there we go. Round one, pretty damn good fun, I have to say. For our second race around here, we are going to, well, we're using SUVs. Admittedly, mine is not really an SUV. Mine is just a full-on off-road truck. But, you know, why not? I'm not the only one that's had the idea of use the Contender. Now, we did say the Novak and the Torres, basically the Lamborghini Urus and the Maserati Levante style vehicles were not allowed for this, because if they were, everyone would drive them, and Gliska got a bump into turn one there and went around. Yeah, basically those things not allowed because everyone was going to drive them because they're very, very quick in this class. Pretty much the thing that Liam is driving there is pretty good as well. I don't think it's quite as fast. I'm hoping the Contender can, well, stay in contention for most of this race. We'll see what happens. It does have probably the highest ride height here, liable to fall over perhaps, or to be lifted over from a light bump. Also possible. We will have to wait and see. We're going to go side by side of a hill. Hyper's going to get past, but that's okay. We will try and get into some sort of draft, although we've understeered very wide. Liam's gone a lot wider than we did. We got a good run down here, but where are you going to get past? It's the outside. Oh no, not quite going to have the grip. Ewan and nearly started a chain reaction of pit manoeuvres. Ewan turned us into Hyper, who was then turning back across in front of him, but we got away with it somehow, and it's 4 wide. Almost 4 wide. We stuck out the other side relatively well there. It really is. I think it's the Rebella. Is that the one that they're driving? Might be. I could be wrong on that one. I can't remember. We drove it once for a race and turned out it was a lot better than we thought it was going to be. Actually, pretty good fun to go racing with that. But yeah, I think it's called that. Regardless, we are going to maybe lead this first lap around, actually. There are 2 Contenders in front. The plus side of the Contender is it's massive and really difficult to overtake. Oh, God. You gave us a huge shunt from behind. And there goes Team Orange to the lead. Uh-oh, Nick, that's madness. I tell you what, if you managed to make the corner from that one, I'm not sure that was the wisest decision. Already 3 wide. Oh, try to find the bit that wasn't. That was not the wisest decision by me. Not that it was an intentional decision by me. Christ, there's just slightly misjudged the signpost there. Don't do that. Bad idea. Don't bump a car going up that hill because you will spin them. Everything gets very light as it goes across those bumps, so you add in a little bit of a nudge at the wrong moment and you're going to be in trouble. Chris gets a bit of a slide actually through there. We're going to get a good run and we will move back up into 5th. The lead pack actually hasn't got too far away. I guess, well, my crash was bad. At least it sort of didn't really come to a dead halt and we didn't have to, grab reverse and turn around or anything. At least vaguely pointing in the right direction. It could have been a lot worse. It looked bad, it was bad, but could have been considerably worse. And it's at the start of the race, so I think there's always a chance of us getting back into this one. That's what we want to see. We're going to probably bring Gliska with us as well. Yeah, we're going to make 6-car battle for the lead in no time. I don't know what happened to Chris. Something. It is very much a battle. I tell you what, if me and Gliska work together, it's going to be 3 of those BMW things against 3 Contenders. At least in a pushing battle, for once I have the car that would win that. Oh god, we've just got a sudden big burst of speed. I don't know where to go with it. Oh, we're going to get past Ewan as Liam makes a move for the lead of the race. Can we sit in the draft? These either don't curb boost as well as the other cars, or Slipstream is way more powerful. Oh, I didn't know what way Blakey was going. Oh, it's not gone well at all. We are stuck at a really awkward angle as well. Blakey just moved slightly as I was committing, and I was already committed and I just couldn't get out of that one. Team Orange has screwed itself over. Not intentional. Blakey didn't move across the block. I think was just driving naturally and didn't realise. Maybe thought I was going to go straight, was getting out of the way, but no, it did not quite work in the end. That one. We will give a boop to a ladder, I presume, ahead of us. Sometimes nameplates work, sometimes they don't. Now it might be a bit more difficult to recover from this. It's going to be quite difficult. Well, the leaders are all together. That's good news, because when they're all together, they're going to be trying to overtake each other in a corner. That means they're going to go 2 wide and 3 wide, and that's not as fast as driving around on your own. I mean, admittedly, we are about to join a pack, although the leaders are then going to be slowed down by catch-up as well. So, yeah, it's unlikely in that size group that they're going to be getting very far. It does look like we're going to catch. We might even catch up by the end of this lap at the rate we're gaining on them. Can we get a pass down the ladder? Oh, Chris got a little too far to the inside and hit the stop sticks. We're going to have a... Oh, I thought about it. But I might still make it work because ladder's got a bit too deep into that corner. There we go. We are past. And we are actually almost back up to the group. Okay. That could have and probably should have been a lot worse. Quite how we got away with that so nicely, I don't know. But... yeah, where is Blakey? Blakey is... okay, Blakey's not too far back. Blakey stopped and waited for me. Oh, Nick. That's just... No, I mean, I hit the side. I'm no one to speak. Let's be honest in that one. Yeah, you all laughed at me hitting the side, so we can laugh at somebody else hitting the wall on the outside of that one. Oh, that's a really massive accident down there. That's the edge of the car park that caught them out, I think. Maybe they're trying to be a bit sneaky with the draft or the curb boosts. Not sure. Whatever it was, they hit where the car park, like the wall rises up. It's now 3 contenders versus 1, I think, Rebella. One of the BMW things, and then we've got Chris coming with another one to join in the fun. We are going to not make it 3-1. It's got a little lift, and we'll fall back into line behind Gliska. There's no point in trying to make that more... we're going to give a push, but there's no real gaps to put the vehicles into at the moment. Yeah, this is why when you're in a group you're going to be much slower at the front, because, well, no one's got any space. I can carry good speed up there, but there's just no room. I didn't even intend to understeer. We just did understeer out wide. There's Chris having it. The good news is these seem to be able to react to bumps fairly sensibly, although I've overshot that corner and brushed the wall. We haven't got the words. Chris, you're going to hit the stop sticks again. The warning was too late, but there we go. I can see that one kind of. Like once short, twice. You would have you'd have remembered. I guess it just got caught up in the heat of battle. It's just too busy looking for ways to gain positions and not looking at the road, really. Got one more lap after this, don't we? We do. Well, we're on the outside. There's a slide from Gliska. I've not really got anywhere to go, so we'll just push the blue truck forward. Liam, you're very lucky. I got on the brakes. I think even if I hadn't, Liam had judged it just to perfection, but that's a risky move to go for. And now we've got all of us. Liam's got the curb boost. Gliska's got the slipstream. We've got the slipstream. We've got a huge tow. So you can get an absolute monstrous tow down there. This is going to be a mad final lap because it's not just going to be us 4. I'm pretty sure we're going to have Blakey back here. Yeah, Team Orange is reunited and we'll probably find a way to crash each other off accidentally. Oh, I had to try and stay on the circuit. We were going to run out of road on that one. I am sorry, Hyper. Oh, and everyone's fallen off. What went on up here? I was busy looking back to see what was going on, see if Hyper had recovered, and everything all fell apart at the front as well. It's been a very scruffy start to this lap. Ewan's almost back into the fight here. Can we... we'll get past Blakey. Okay, so we've got 2 contenders leading 3. I'm going to call them Rebellas. I could be wrong. And then I think we have another contender of Hyper behind. Now, we've seen as a big chance for a tow out of that final corner. We know that's going to be important. We did have a big lift. Was there a big lift through there? Gliska was on the outside of the track, but there was space for a car there. We didn't force Gliska off the road too much. We're trying not to squeeze the contender into a wall, because at the end of the day, we don't actually want to be slow down here, because we've got to think about the whole horde of cars. Oh, going down here. That was my bad. I slightly over-corrected for Chris being there, and we just did pinball off of Gliska's car. And amazingly, we all survived it. Quite how, I don't know, but we did. It's 4 wide for the lead of the race. Angus is through the middle of this. We're going to get past Chris there. Team Orange leading on each other. We get a really good run on the outside here, but are we going to have anywhere to go? Ewan is to the front of the race. Blakey does find the gap through there. Ewan and Gliska are slowing each other down. I mean, this is who's going to have the best slipstream tow towards the finish line. Blakey's gone with Ewan. We're going to try. We might have to just push something towards the finish line here. We've got a mega run. It's going to be Team Orange 1-2. Blakey gets it. We'll take second, though, I think, in all of that one. Oh, that was a good race. It was a really good race. Oh, and I like the contender. That's actually not bad to drive at all. It's really, really not bad to drive at all. And it was Team Orange 1-2. We need a little bit longer for our slipstream pull to work there. Fastest lap would go to Longway. It really was Rebella versus Contender. The highest place, none of the... Well, Lado was not technically really supposed to be in a Novak, but still in there. And then we have a Serrano. So, yeah, it really was a battle of them two. That was good fun, though. I thoroughly enjoyed that race. A big battle to the finish line. We got a 1-2 for Team Orange. I'll take a second. But there we go. That is indeed going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you to Stinty for building this wonderful track. That, though, is going to be it for me. Until next time, a goodbye.